Welcome back to the Amy Kodachian and the Expert Show, where we bring some of the top experts in the world to help you transform your business and personal life. My name is Amy Kodachian, not Kardashian.
And I'm your co-host, Stephanie Thompson. I'm a classically trained singer-songwriter. In this episode, and we're in the third segment of 4 segments, we have been talking with Lance Allred, who is the first legally deaf NBA player. He's a motivational speaker. He's been sharing some of his inspiring story with us. And now, Lance, I have a question for you.
Yes.
So I know with our past conversations that we've talked about, you have told me that you made a goal, you made a list of goals when you were 12 years old. And you have made all of those goals come true. How did you do that? And what were some of those goals?
Good question.
Well, it was when I started playing, so I was 13 turning 14. And I actually got this inspiration from my sister. My oldest sister, Raphael, she's a medical doctor. But in our community, in polygamy, women were not encouraged to go to school. Why are you going to go to college? Just be a second or a third wife, right? And so my sister, who's a very beautiful woman, is like, this is what I feel I need to do. So she obviously was very intimidating for men, but she gave me the inspiration by saying, Lance, you need to write down your goals and put them above your light switch. And so what I did was, Lance Allred, will simple things. The first year was like, Lance Allred will start on my junior varsity team. Lance Allred will average a 3.5 GPA. Lance Allred. So I would just have it with an I statement, and then every time I touched the light switch, I had to read it 3 times. Whether I turned it on or turned it off. Maybe that's the obsessive compulsive disorder. I don't know, but I read it so much that it became embedded into my subconscious. That we talk about this thing called the law of attraction.
Yeah.
And the secret was, it was good, but I think it kind of...
Not completed.
No, not completed.
It's not completed at all.
And they focus more on the superficial, monetary, material things. For me, the law of attraction is you attract people of the same frequency into your life.
Yes.
And also you attract the inspiration. And when I was reading all these goals constantly, I would always get this thought or this inspiration. Okay, maybe this is what I have to do. So I would find inspiration to turn over every stone that I could turn over to make these dreams a reality. And so after that first year, all those goals came true. And so I started every year. So I'd have long ones, like very far-sighted goals. But then you also need to have very short-term goals within a month, but then also within a year, just so you gain the confidence when you see little things happening. You get more and more confident
to keep you going.
Yeah. And in senior year, before my senior year in college started, it was, Lance Allred, am a child of God. Lance Allred will be the first deaf player in the NBA. Lance Allred will be a published author. Lance Allred would be an academic All-American. And they all came true.
Beautiful.
I found that. And here's the catch, though. Did they look like what I expected them to look like?
That's another thing, right?
No, absolutely not.
It's completely surprised sometimes.
No, reality can never live up to our
steps.
fantasies and expectations.
Yeah.
And but that's the thing. Here's where I get to talk to people now. Set your goals, write them down, but detach your self-worth from the outcome. I know it's almost oxymoronic what I'm saying, but you set your goals, but you want to go. But to think that your self-worth is going to be in that event horizon is a losing game.
Yes.
Trust me, I know. I was playing underneath the brightest lights in the world.
I agree with you.
And so now people say, "Oh, I don't set goals. That doesn't allow me to enjoy life." I'm like, I understand what you're saying, but you set goals, but you still have the boundaries for yourself, saying, you know what, I want to achieve these things. This is important to me. I'm going to do it, but I also accept that there are many things beyond my control, and therefore it may not look like exactly what I expect it to look like.
And many people who's been becoming author, speakers, or entrepreneurs, they understand that.
Yes.
I mean, they see in it, so it really relates to a lot of people.
And something that's really powerful that I started doing when I went through my little metamorphosis and spiritual path was Instead of saying, I will, say, I choose. But say it in every aspect. I choose to be a best-selling author. I, Lance Allred, choose to be one of the top 5 speakers in the world. That kind of thing. You say you choose. But then you empower yourself in every aspect. Instead of saying, I have to run errands, I choose to run errands. I choose to get out of bed. I choose to go drop my kid off at daycare.
Now it's choice. You're making a choice, yeah.
So this is empowering yourself. Instead of just feeling like the world is controlling you or your boss always control you, I have to, I need to, I want to say, I choose to. And then you're going to find sometimes you say, I choose not to. And that allows you to realize that no one actually controls you.
Yeah.
You are free to do what you want to do.
That's what we're talking about, okay? This is a huge.
And so I challenge everyone listening and watching. It said, next time you have the impulse to say, I have to take out the garbage, I choose to take out the garbage. And it's going to be annoying for some people around you. They're like, why do you keep saying I choose? It's like it throws them off. But when you do that, you'll notice that your aura, your boundaries will start to expand. It's just like you're emboldened, you're empowered, and when you do it enough, you don't have a hard time saying no anymore.
Not only that, that gives you another door to make another choice.
Absolutely.
I choose to do this, and I'm going to choose something else to do.
Yes.
So you have more than one thing to choose.
Exactly. And so just that little twist, people's lives will change dramatically if they start doing that. But I know it sounds little, but you'll be surprised at how much our dialogue, just our internal dialogue, is I have to, I need to. So therefore people are always feeling like they're trying to please everyone else. You say, I choose to.
Yeah. Well, it's not a little. I don't think it's little because it's you said the devil is hidden in the detail.
The devil's in the details.
Those small things can make a difference in your life.
Yes, absolutely.
Sometimes even when you drive in a car, a small thing, small second,
adjustment.
Just a second can make a difference in your life. So the small things are more important than the big things that you do. I believe that it will make a difference in their life if they choose to do something.
And also, if you're choosing to do something, you're taking responsibility.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You're like, okay, I'm taking responsibility to make this choice.
You're leading
Instead
yourself.
of I'm just like in the wave.
Instead of something leading you, you're leading yourself.
But thank you, Stephanie, for reminding me to say it. It's what I tell people a lot. You empower people by giving them accountability.
Yes.
Most people don't want accountability. They don't want to be responsible for their choices. They want someone else to tell them they're awesome. They're going to be okay. And that's part of the job. Polygamy, my grandfather was a prophet. All I have to do is do what he told me to do.
And then I'll be
safe.
that.
And I'll be in heaven with him, right? But then they also have this martyrdom victim complex that, the world is out to get me, because they don't know how to empower themselves with their own choices, with accountability. And so that's why I tell, if you want to empower the youth, give them accountability.
Give them responsibility.
Give them access to education. Give them a level playing field.
And let them choose.
Let them choose.
Let them make choices.
Absolutely.
And then this is how they're going to learn from their choices. This is beautiful. So if you're watching live right now, great. You have watched 2 segments, and then we have 1 more to go, right?
Yes.
And then if you are watching it on, if you would like to watch all the segments we have, go to akandtheexperts.com, and you could watch every segment, every episodes we have on there 24 hours a day. So stay tuned. We'll be right back with 1 more segment.